Hey, what's up, guys? STS here. Welcome to another simple review. I was supposed to do Cheech and Chong Still Smoking, but I did get two movies, which I did do Into the Storm, which I did last night, and now I am going to check out a horror film. And sorry, the sunlight might glare in my face here because my grandma's room I usually sleep in. Well, the windows, the blinds does not work. It's broken. When they're stuck or something. So I've had to have this up all day. And also I had to put my TV. I had to be real close to TV because there's so many glares and my glasses are so dirty. But we are here to check out, since I've been on the. If you saw my videos before, I will not be able to do Monster Season 2, which I'm very kind of pissed off about. But someone already got them to beat me to it. But we're at another horror anthology. But this is a movie. This ain't Creep Show either, which I wish it was. But Trick or Treat, 2007 film, and this horror anthology is like the very first. Like, it's not just one story continue to another story, and then there's a wraparound. This whole thing's a one big gigantic wrapped around, and also the stories are all going at the same time. Something going here, and it will switch off to another another story, and it would intervene with each other. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool about this film. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this, whatever. But for rewatching, here we go. We're two here. For rewatching, though, no. I mean, some of this stuff wasn't really, and plus the screen being shitty. I mean, no, I'm never gonna give this a rating either. There's a bunch of stories and stuff, because the TV was fucked up, and I don't really want to see this movie again. But I thought the stories were. We have the first one was about the high school principal who moonlights as a serial killer. He's played by Dylan Baker. I thought that was a really okay story. I liked one. Spoiler. Sorry. The part where the fat kid, when you just first get a glimpse of him, he gives poisonous candy to the kids, or something like that. And this fat kid, which looks like the fat kid from Bad Santa. Damn, fucking glare. Oh, well, the glare's gonna be in here. But I like when he poisons the kid, and he poisons the kid, and he fucking spider, but he vomited blood or something. I thought that was fucking gruesome. But but then he starts killing shit. But and then his kid, you think he's gonna kill his kid, but really, his kid knows that his granddad's a serial killer because of the ending to it. Would you think that's the ending? The other one that begin is the Anna Paquin. It says the quest of a young version for that special someone takes a gruesome turn. That including which it intervened with the principal, the serial killer. But the things that was probably, I don't know, was the full. That was really, I wasn't really giving a fuck about that story or that little plot setting, whatever. I just didn't really give a damn about that. But because we find out they're humans, but they're actually werewolves or hybrids or something. Hell, I think. And the high school principal gets in to intervene because he starts killing people. He's wearing this weird fucking Rey Mysterio Dracula mask, almost in a way. He meets up with her though, but sorry, it sucks though. It's knowing that his son is still out there doing cupping all the candy by himself. That's kind of. But then again, your father deserved it. The third story, which whatever, is about the. It says a group of teens carry out a cruel prank with disastrous consequences. That one, it was more story to that. With the, I don't know if you can see it, but it's from that part. It's with where these kids had to go home, and they had this. I think it was just for the mentally disturbed or emotionally disturbed or whatever, and the bus would pick them up. Or their parents didn't want them anymore. They didn't want to burn into these people, and so they asked to get the bus driver about doing something or whatever. I don't know, and he ends up going one turn, misses one turn, and then one of the kids is like, wrong way. I want to go home. I want to go home. And then the guy did take the wheel from the bus guy, but they ended up dying for the kid wanted to go home, but actually went off a cliff. The bus driver ended up surviving, which we'll talk about sooner or later. But also too, when the high schooler was when the high school principal was killing or trying to kill the guy, burying him. There's an old guy next door who's old as hell, and which is played by Brian Cox. And it intervenes, and because later on in the film it goes into earlier what happened. Yeah, but with the whole kids and stuff though. What? No. You can take one, take a bath, whatever. Okay. But sorry about that, my grandma was there. But this story, so the kids want to do a prank where they get this girl Rhonda, I think her name was, which is kind of one of those emo but depressed, lonely, shy people. And they talk about that story and stuff, and they do the same thing. They go down under to the Rebel or whatever it's what the school bus is, and they scare the hell out of her. They pretend to be them, but then those kids realize that the spirits of that is out there, and they come out and they kill, and they try to get the girl's attention. They save them, to unleash the hook or something or whatever to get up there, the elevator or whatever. But nope, she says fuck you all. You know what? Fuck you. That was okay. That was alright. And then we had the last one with the cankerous old man battles mischievous trick-or-treating demon, which is known as Sam right there. I thought his was the big almost finale way, because it was earlier, because earlier in the film it showed him that he was trying to yell at his neighbor, the high school principal, but he said screw you, and something right after him. Well, this is what happened earlier. He fights off Sam in the coolest battle and shit. And you get to see Sam's face, which is an awesome skeleton, like demonic skeleton face. That was pretty fucking beast. I enjoyed that. But I just enjoyed that, and then at the last point, he fights off and he thinks he's gonna get killed by this demon, but he doesn't. But at the very end of the day, at the very end, when it starts at the very end, he opens the door and sees. One thing I do like about that he opens the door at the very end, because Sam's gone and stuff, it's the demon left, is at the very last point of the film. So he goes outside, and then outside it's everybody, like whoever, like it's throughout the full film, like how they're day, like because they're on the same street. Like he goes outside and looks around, and then there's the high school principal's son, who's passing out candy. You got the girl Rhonda walking in despair, and then you got the bitches who are actually the hybrid werewolves. Which I talk about, it's my first time, I think it's about fucking, but no, it's about fucking killing people. And at the very end, he gets a door knocked him, and also he has all these locks and everything, but you realize, which I thought Sam was something else, but you realize that at the very end, those people who died in the school bus, they come out his door at trick or treat, and realize that the old man was the bus driver. Spoiler alert, sorry. But I did like that part. So I think my favorite part is probably just the main part. Like some parts in high school, I wasn't really caring for the whole with the girl and with the whole people in the school bus. But later in the film, when the Brian Cox scene, I like that. And, it's an okay. They say this is the quintessential Halloween film. It pretty much is. I enjoy this film. I do recommend this, but I don't like. If you ever seen a film, if you ever seen anthologies, check this out. This is different. It's something else. But I definitely approve on this one. But I don't approve on the rewatch. No, I put thumbs down for rewatch because there's nothing really to rewatch about. I mean, maybe in a while or two I can watch it again, but not really. I don't know, but I'm STS. Thank you again for watching another simple review. Trick or Treat 2007. But we'll see you again for another simple review. Peace.